Okay, so this is another SCP video for SCP-963, and this was requested by Okirio the Ancient. This was made by TheVolgun, and it's about immortality, and apparently it's Euclid. Okay, so Euclid, I got that right. Alright, so I've heard about this SCP in relation to another SCP, but I can't remember which one it was. We're going to go ahead and get into this. There is a ton of SCP related requests, and there's been a large number of people saying that I should do SCP lore videos. I am still trying to figure out how I want to do those, as far as how I want to format them, things like that. I usually take a long time to make these kinds of decisions, a couple of days to a couple of weeks, just to figure out everything and just brainstorm over how I want to present stuff and how I want to put things out there. But in any case, this is SCP-963 Immortality. Here we go.
Everyone, and shut up. My name is Dr. Gears, and I will be taking your lecture today. No questions, please. The SCP in the spotlight today is SCP-963. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-963-1 is to be given into the care of a current D-Class level operative, as well as personnel classified as Dr. Bright's assistant. This assistant is to be chosen by O5 for loyalty to the Foundation, as well as psychological stability.
Okay.
There's a couple of scored out things here. The first thing is SCP-963 is to be attached to the subject's forehead or the back of the subject's hand using a suitably strong epoxy. The reason for this will become apparent later.
Okay.
Instead, this is written. SCP-963-1 is now hung by a chain from the subject's neck. 963-1 is not allowed to be hidden upon the subject's body. Any attempt to do so will be met with lethal force. The second thing that's scored out on this document is if the current D-level subject exceeds a 30-day lifespan, they are to be executed and a new subject chosen to wear 963-1. Again, this will become apparent. Instead, this is written. By order of all 5, anybody 963-1 is installed upon is given a stay of execution until it passes on of natural causes, or 963-1 is transferred to a new host. The next two paragraphs have been rescinded by 056, 8, and 9.
Okay.
What was written before this was, attention, as of 12/13, 963-1 is not allowed in proximity of any Euclid or Keter class humanoid SCPs.
Those are the dangerous ones, or could be dangerous.
Pronunciation of that word. This directive is to be enforced lethally. The second one reads, attention. As of Incident 239-B, Clef Kondraki, SCP-963-1 is not allowed at Site-17 without the express permission of 305s. Violations are to be met with lethal force.
Okay.
At this point, you do not have the security clearance necessary to know why these things were rescinded. Moving on. Description. SCP-963-1 is an ornate amulet approximately 15 centimeters in circumference made from white gold.
Large.
With 13K brilliant diamonds surrounding K oval cut ruby in a starburst pattern. It was first discovered in the personal effect.
Oh, that hurts the
Who had
ears.
been found dead by apparent suicide, surrounded by a number of supernaturally related books. Our agent in the area found that 963-1 was incapable of being damaged and brought it in according to Protocol XLR-8R. Dr. Jack Bright, a junior staff researcher of good standing, was assigned to the responsibility of researching
So this is Dr. Bright.
SCP-963-1's capabilities, and granted access to. Later that year, SCP-76-2 broke containment. See Document 76-2-19A, leading to deaths and casualties. Dr. Bright was transporting SCP-963-1 by hand past SCP-76-2's containment unit. That was among the first KIB killed in breach. Approximately days later, D-1-113, tasked to clear the area of rubble, discovered 963-1 among the wreckage and picked it up. Immediate noticeable change came over D1-113. Interview follows. This is interview log X. Date of recording.
Oh, okay.
Could you please tell me your name? It's Jack Bright. You know damn well who it is. I believe you were Tom Higley, working for us as part of your life sentence. Don't be ridiculous. I couldn't possibly be. Hey,
963-1 was removed at this time from D1-113's possession. Further MRI shows that D1-113 ceases all higher brain functions. SCP-963-1 is returned, upon which brain function returns.
Okay.
Dr. Bright? What? We appear to have a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
After much experimentation, it has been discovered that when any living anthropoid comes into direct skin contact with SCP-963-1, the mind of the subject is wiped, and that of Dr. Bright is projected from 963-1 onto the subject. It is known that the memories native to Dr. Bright transfer from host to host.
Okay.
If a subject maintains contact for 30 days, their brain functions become a duplicate of the late Dr. Bright's. If 963-1 is removed after this time period, the subject retains an independent copy of the consciousness of Jack Bright. Sanctions were put in place to prevent multiple instances of Dr. Bright from being created to prevent Dr. Bright from collaborating with himself. However, it was found that this was not necessary, as Dr. Bright has proven thoroughly dedicated to the Foundation and its cause. Dr. Bright himself has performed extensive experimentation on SCP-963-1, with the expressed desire for release from it. Interviews with Dr. Bright indicate that he killed himself in the process of empowering 963-1, and therefore was never able to slave his own consciousness to the amulet. Dr. Bright hypothesizes that he accidentally activated 963-1's power by being killed, instead of killing himself as the original creator had done. Now, regarding SCP-963-2. Orders were given by 059 to attempt to replicate SCP-963-1. All attempts met with failure until 963-2, at which point...
One second. All information regarding SCP-963-2 is classified level 5. Anyone attempting to access further information about SCP-963-2 with that level 5 clearance will be terminated.
All information regarding SCP-963-2 is classified level 5. Anyone attempting to access further information about SCP-963-2 without level 5 clearance will be terminated.
Not a good sign.
For more information regarding Dr. Bright's mental condition, see Dr. Glass's psychological evaluation.
Okay. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. Not even, no. Okay, so basically the amulet just clones. It's like a USB port as an amulet for your brain. Nope. But now at least I know who, well, a basic of Dr. Bright and why he seems to be such a big deal in SCP literature, because I've seen so many things and people will tell me, don't do anything with Dr. Bright in it. Don't do anything with Dr. Bright in it until you watch this or watch this. That was apparently what I was thinking about when I was talking about this relates to other SCPs, because one of the top videos that's been requested on the server is things that Dr. Bright is not allowed to do. And I didn't know, why I was being told not to watch it, because for a while there it was the most requested video on the server. But now I know. Now I understand. Dr. Bright is actually the SCP, apparently. And the amulet is just the SCP Tech 1. Tech 2, I have no idea about. And, yep, D-class personnel, they get it bad. They get it real bad. In any case... all the descriptions in the description, I'll be putting all the links for the Volgun's channel, as well as my own, including the Discord where you can request videos, as well as my Patreon. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm learning more about SCP every single day, and if you have recommendations on stuff I could do for like videos as far as SCP goes, because I've gotten a lot of suggestions, just put them down in the comment section below, or send me a message on Discord. In any case, whatever you guys do today, have a good day. I'll catch you guys next time.